Hello Pisces, I hope that you're having a fantastic start to your month. This is your August 2016 reading. And for those of you that are new, you can use this for your sun sign, your ascendant, and your moon. And I organize this in 3 different parts. I begin with channeled information, move on to the forecast, and then I expand it out to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. So let's begin with your channeled information. This month it is about actually making progress in your life, and I got this idea of you climbing up when I was meditating on the sign. And so for many of you, this month is going to require a lot of effort, but you should see a great return on this effort by the end of the month. So think of it as hiking or again, sort of getting to the top of the hill. You don't always know how you got there or how you're going to get there until you've gotten to the top. So stick with it. There's a sense of perseverance that comes with this. So definitely a lot of work that's required from you this month, but worthwhile. All right, let's take a look now at all of the cards, including the Catalyst card, which I'll pull in a second. And we'll see what information is coming through for Pisces. And we just got a volunteer for your first card, which is the Ace of Cups, a beautiful card. Okay, let's now take a look at the Catalyst card, and a catalyst is basically something that gets things started. So for many of you, if you're thinking of how or when to begin this sort of ascension or this climb or how you're going to get to the next step, this card will help. It's saying that stress management is key for you, and not to basically put yourself in a position where you're burning the candle at both ends or taking on more than you need to. We all have a finite amount of energy, and it's okay to say no and put some limits down. All right, so let's take a look at your cards, which for the most part are pretty good here. Your center card is the Ace of Cups, showing me that for many of you, this could be a month when new relationships come in. So if you've been waiting a long time, this is something where that waiting pays off. It could be a strong fire sign as well, since that's your crowning card. So an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius could be coming in. And crossing that Ace of Cups is the Queen of Cups, which for me is really showing that if you're open, if you're ready, this is the time to deepen or explore, find a new relationship. So relationships are central to the theme this month. Okay, in addition to that, many of you have, the reason I mentioned climb, and it makes sense here, here's the Nine of Wands reversed. You'll notice the Nine of Wands is when you're getting ready to come to the end of a journey, when you're feeling sometimes a little bit forlorn and wondering, like, when is this going to end? How much more can I do? For many of you, what I see is that September will be a much more open month for you than August. And so I need you to sort of hang in there. And this month is about persevering and getting to that 10 of Wands final outcome, when for some of you that may include or entail a move, a shift in job, or a shift in home, apartment, location. So if that's the case, you want to start laying down all of the things that you need to get ready in advance of that. For those of you that are happy and stable, this is saying that the qualifications and the hard work that you're putting in will eventually be rewarded, but to basically stick with it. It's again a note of perseverance for you. We have the Three of Cups reversed in the near past. So what it's showing me is this month in particular is a time to ramp down or gear down some of the celebrations. Another way to put this is it could almost be temperance here instead of the Three of Cups reversed, but I would like you to try to not go out every night of the week. Try to curb any sort of excessive drinking, eating, smoking, or anything that you're doing that could be taxing out your body. Caffeine is included among those. So this is saying moderation is really good right now. For those of you that are looking for a relationship, the only thing that could be challenging is the timing here. The Three of Cups usually entails not wanting to settle down. It's reversed though, so what I would say is the first week of the month is probably going to be the most difficult, and then it opens up around the second and third weeks. In fact, by the third week, it feels like you're in a much more stable place, and you'll be ready to kind of go for that longer term relationship if that's something that you're interested in. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The upright version, as you can see, is all about your hard work paying off, people taking note of it. The reversal, however, is saying that for those of you that are trying to get ahead, you have to pay attention to who's aware of your contributions. Sometimes you might be doing too much work for people that are not really there, they don't have your back, they're not, or maybe they're not aware of the contributions or the hard work that you're putting in day to day. So you have to ask yourself, is this worth it? Should I be working for someone else? That's why it might be a time to start to look for a transfer or a move or something like that. But the positive thing is that the work quality itself is very good. Three of Pentacles is a very good card. It shows me a master of what you're working on. The interesting thing is that in the periphery, we have an Apprentice card in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles card is all about learning something new. What it means for you, though, in the environmental card here is that or the environmental position is that you could find a lateral move in a company or a similar sort of job situation if you're open to that. It's not necessarily going to be more in pay, but it could be a better opportunity in the long run. This also shows it's a great time for you to go back to school, get a certification, do something to otherwise expand your knowledge. If your company pays for classes, even better. If you're not happy, this is a great way to get trained and then either get recognized at that company or take your skills elsewhere. When I'm looking at your hopes and fears, it looks like there's a longing to be, for some of you, either more accepted in a group or not feeling so isolated. The Hermit card in reverse is showing that you want to be, again, I think more accepted. It's a better word than recognized. Fitting in better with a group. And the key to doing this, actually, is by realizing that you're okay right now at this moment, whether you're partnered with someone or you're alone, whether you're making a lot of money or you're still learning in the ropes. The King of Pentacles, as your outcome card, shows me that at your core, you know that you're worthy of success, worthy of friendship, of love, and what you want to start to do is embody those feelings and allow it to just become part of your body, your subtle body, and what you project out to the world. This also could be a second type of love coming in. We have the Princess of Wands showing a younger fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, and then we have this King of Pentacles, which shows a slightly more experienced earth sign like a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn that could be coming in towards the very end of the month. Of the two, this one seems like it's a little bit more stable and more experienced if that's what you're looking for. The other one could be a little bit more of a 1 or 2 date thing for those of you that are single. For those of you in long-term relationships, what this means is try to be strong this month, speaking your mind without keeping too much of it inside or without becoming too bossy. But you want to get what's on your mind out to your partner so they know your point of view, why certain things are exciting you or upsetting you. Basically, clear communication is really important. This is saying mind your sort of financial front this month, particularly around the 4th week of the month. It's going to be important to make sound investments and to make sure that you feel comfortable in what you have saved up for the future. So this is a comfort card. The King of Pentacles is very in control of his or her finances and is very confident in what the future holds. So I want you to find that confidence, and if your present job situation or relationship isn't giving you that confidence, it's time to think about either making some changes or what else in your life you could start to change to make your life a little bit more stable. Stability is sort of your key focus this month. And part of that is saying no, creating some boundaries, and letting go of some people or situations that are causing stress in your life. Let's expand your forecast now and see health, wealth, love, and destiny. When we take a look at your health card, which includes not only physical health, but also emotional and mental health. Let me reshuffle that. There we go. All right, so your health card is Seek the Truth. It's reversed, which is showing that for some of you, that could be difficult, either because you're afraid of what you might learn or because you spent a lot of time trying to hide from the truth. So whatever it is, whether this is about an existing health issue that you're afraid, maybe there's something that runs in the family and you're afraid to get a test, this says it's much better to have knowledge than to be afraid of something. So get screened, get tested, take care of yourself, ask the questions that you're sort of afraid of, ask your doctor. A lot of times it's better than you think, and even if it isn't, you're going to have more time to effectively deal with whatever challenge you have. It would be great if you did this between the 1st and the 7th of the month as well. All right, in regards to your wealth and career opportunities, let's see what's coming through. We have Ganesha obstacles. So this is where there could be some challenges this month. And what Ganesha's, the reason I like this card is it's about clearing obstacles. You can of course meditate if you'd like to Ganesha and ask for assistance in that. But practically speaking, what this card is challenging you to do and encouraging you to do is to, if we look again at this stress card, to reduce the amount of stress that you have simply by saying no, by pushing back on a few things, and also by simply moving away from stressful situations. So for some of you, that could just be people, coworkers around you that could be adding stress. It could be family members that are speaking negatively about your own skills. Whatever it is that's causing you to have stress, doubt, worry, you want to start to work to minimize that this month. It's going to be the key to your success. And also, you know, I think sometimes I quote bad movies here, but it runs through my mind. I think this is from Pretty Woman, so pardon me for using a very old reference, but I think there was a line in there that it's easier to believe the negative things, the bad things that people say. So for you this month, I want you to start to believe the good things about yourself. And if there's either a parent, a partner, a coworker, or a boss, whoever your figure of authority or power is in your life, if they are saying negative things about you, think perhaps it could be a projection of their insecurities rather than a truth of who you are. And so maybe I'm the first one in a while to say, you're actually okay. It could be the people around you that are causing you to doubt yourself, and I don't want you to do that, okay? So if that's the case, then the Ganesha card is saying, time to sort those people out. All right, health, wealth, love. Let's look at love. So for love, we're seeing breathe. Take a deep breath and don't rush into things. Basically, it says take several deep breaths, awaken the energy, release old patterns. So what this is saying for you in basic terms here is this is a month where love is probably going to either deepen, appear, or in some way be a central theme for you. What you want to do is keep your wits about yourself. Take a few deep breaths before you speak, before you jump into a new relationship, and give things time to grow, to breathe, to exist before you try to make them something that they are or they aren't. So easy does it. Don't rush. Take a deep breath. Allow things to unfold. Okay? Now let's take a look at your destiny card, and this is your direction, your trajectory in which you're traveling. It is something you can change. You can move this needle. That's why we're looking at it. This has come up so much that I do believe I'm going to need to do a violet flame meditation in the coming months here. But violet flame is a great protection meditation that you can use to burn out old karma, old energy. It's also telling you to really pay attention to your crown chakra and your third eye and really open up in your intuitive realm this month. It's going to be the key to success. You'll be able to see the next 2 to 3 months. Even if it's not like visual, you can start to get a gut feeling for what you need to do. That's one way you can start to develop your intuition. Before you meditate, you could think about a couple of things or just one thing to start with. And at the end, whatever your feeling is, that's right. Don't question it. It's when we start to have that internal dialogue after we get our first intuitive sort of vibe that we lose the intuition. So just basically scribble it down or think about it, and the first thing that comes to mind after you meditate, that's what you need to do to improve things, to answer the questions that you're asking yourself. All right, let's summarize everything. Great month for love, particularly starting new relationships, seeing both a fire sign and for some of you, an earth sign coming through. The earth sign, of course, being a little bit more grounded and experienced. For those of you in existing relationships, it's about speaking your mind, and it's about creating a sense of security. Security in finance, security in surroundings. There's a chance for you to work on your skills or possibly take a lateral move in a career. There's also a suggestion that stepping outside of your comfort zone and being seen a little bit more. It's very important. The Hermit card in reverse is showing a more social side of yourself that wants to come out. There's a chance, perhaps a party or an event around the 9th or the middle of the month that's going to give you a chance to show your true colors, so take advantage of that. For many of you, patience is key, though, before you dive headfirst into a new relationship. Three of Cups reverse showing that you need to first sort of allow things to get serious in their own time. You don't want to just pop a question on the first date, or if you've been with someone for a while, this month is more about getting to know them deeper rather than asking a question about engagement. Okay, and then when we expand the forecast, remember, again, your note is a steady climb this month. You are making progress. It may be hard to see. Part of what you could do is eliminate some of the distractions by saying no or creating some boundaries. Health-wise, seek the answers. Don't be afraid of what you don't know. It could be okay. And even if it isn't, you're going to be all right because you then have the knowledge to move forward. For wealth and career, let go and remove any sort of obstacles that are seemingly in your way. It's really more about just facing them head on and solving them, asking others for help, but not letting them fester. That was health. Wealth. For love, it's about giving things time and space to breathe, not suffocating them before they begin. And for your destiny, it's about opening up your intuition, meditating this month, perhaps doing a violet flame meditation. So that's everything for the month of August. I hope that you got the answers that you need, and most importantly, that it's a really successful and happy month for you. If you ever need a one-on-one appointment with me, I'll put a link in the corner and you can schedule that and take a look at rates and availability. If you just like to stay in touch, the easiest way is to subscribe. I get my most frequently asked question is, when are the new videos posted? The answer to that would be to subscribe to my newsletter, because if you are a subscriber, the minute I publish videos each month, you'll get a notification. I'm really mindful not to overuse the email list, so it's really just about newsworthy things like that. Otherwise, stay in touch with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm active on all three. And that brings me to the end of the video, where I'd just like to say thank you, because I really appreciate all of the comments, the emails that some of you send, and all the likes and subscribes. It helps encourage me and keep this channel alive and well. If you found that this was useful and you'd like to donate, I'll put a link to do that as well. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in 1 month's time. Satnam, and again, have a great month.